Hey everyone, RG here and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. And this one, as you can see, it's a bit different. It's been a while since the last time you heard me talking on my videos and the last time you watched a speed build that I created. Now this is not really a speed build, but I decided to try and create in 2020 the smallest house that your Sims can live in. And I'm saying 2020 because it's a bit tricky, okay? You can actually watch a lot of those type of builds, the smallest house in Sims 4 game on YouTube, but they are kinda outdated, okay? You can see that most of them are from 2016, 2017, but there were so many changes in the game, so we kinda need to build a new smallest house ever in the Sims 4 game that you can actually live in. Now, to be honest, before I shooted this video, I made some tests to see what is the minimum size that our Sims can actually live in. And I found out that 2x3, which is this build, is the smallest kinda sized area living that our Sims can live in. Anything smaller than that is not possible, and by living, I mean that he will be able to go to sleep, kinda, and you'll see in a sec. He will be able to have something to eat. He even will have a microwave. Yeah, you'll see that in a second too. I really don't want to spoil you guys. And he will be able to take a shower. You will have a sink. And the only thing that will not be inside, and you'll see it in a sec, is the way to go for number 1 or 2. But you're gonna have to watch it. Now, if you watch on YouTube some of the old version of the smallest house that's ever in Sims 4, you will see that some people made 3x3, 4x4. I think that even at some point James Turner made a 2x2 smallest box. Basically, it's not really a house, but he made a 2x2, which was cool at the time, but it's no longer working. Your Sims cannot live in a 2x2 anymore because some of the bugs that we used to have in the game are no longer in it. I will stop right now talking about the bugs and I will come back for it in a moment, but right now, and that's what I meant when I said it's not really a speed build, because I created this video so it will not be super fast, so you will be able to see what I'm doing in the game. And right now you can see that I'm creating one of the most common modern steps, modern flat steps. They are like wide and they are touching each other. People do not know how to create them, and you can see right now how I create them. So that's mainly why I decided to create this build as more of a let's build than a speed build. And so you will be able to see how I create some of my designs. Okay, so pay attention. If you want, you can of course stop the video and create it with it. At some point it will go back to be a speed build, it will be faster, but it will go down again for a normal speed at some point that I want you to see how I create stuff. Okay, so let's go back and talk about the bugs that we used to have in the game. We are no longer have them, that actually made the building the smallest house ever possible. Now, one of them was the iconic bug that we could actually take a bed, raise it with 0 and 9 over the Sim's head, and he could somehow, I don't know how, maybe with some unnatural powers, but he could jump over like 2 meters away and get inside the bed and go to sleep. Now that's no longer exists in the game. We need to find a new way to fit a 1x3, because that's the size of beds in the game, a 1x3 in small spaces. Now, to be honest, I did not fitted a bed, like a legit bed, a 1x3 bed, into this build. You will need to have and watch and see what I made. And actually, it came out, first of all, super cool. Second of all, your Sims will be able to regenerate back his energy if you'll just give him the order to do it again and again. He will even not wake up, okay? And you will see that in a second. But yeah, there were so many good bugs in the game that I really don't understand why the Sims developers decided to take them out. I really don't. And And yeah, in a moment you'll see me going into the build itself, and there I will give you some really cool tips about small and tight spaces. And right now, or you're about to see how I fixed the problem of number 1 or 2. Yeah, I put a bush outside, which is some sort of cheating, but it's not really cheating, right? Because who said that you need to do your business in a toilet, right? Anyway, let's jump inside. Tip number 1, do not use dark colors in small spaces. As you can see, I picked white and yellow to use as a pattern on the walls, and this is basically creating the illusion of much bigger space, okay? And even on the ground you can see that I picked white color, okay? It will give the illusion of a much bigger space, although this is only 2 by 3, and you will definitely see this effect coming in the pictures at the end. And right now I'm working on the shower, which was actually kind of tricky. I tried to give it a modern vibe with those drainage, with those striped drainage, and creating my own wall that will give the protective wall from splashes. I could not write like placing a wall from the game because it would block the sims from reaching the shower and anything that in that area. So I had to create the wall myself. As you can see, I actually building it. So yeah, it turned out cool, I think. And in a moment you'll see that I'm placing mirrors on the wall, and that's basically how you can create another illusion of a big space. Okay, so that's tip number 2. Put mirrors in small spaces. They will like double the size of the area. Okay, and in a moment you'll see how I fixing the problem of sleeping in this small cube by trying to fit a bed and it's not working. So I picked a stool, some sort of stool that is the most comfortable, and the Sims is able to nap in it. And if he nap all the way from the evening to the morning, he will get his energy back all the way up. So that's the way how you do it. And you can see that I'm using the red shelf mode. You don't have to own it in order to play this slot. Any of the modes I'm using, you don't need to own them in order to play them, okay? So that's why my content is CC free, because I'm not using a custom content of building. But yeah, I'm using the shelf, and you're not gonna even see how I'm using it because it's just for decorations. And you can see that I'm using a tool mod here to rotate and create some sort of placing for some sort of place to place stuff. And yeah, I'm using the mini fridge from Discovery University, and I'm using the microwave, and that's how the Sims will be able to live in here, fully live in here, eat, drink, sleep, and even watch TV. You'll see it right now when the Sims testing it. He can do anything. And we did it! The smallest house ever in Sims 4 in 2020 that your Sims can live in. Do not forget to hit the like button, share the video with friends, and consider subscribing to the channel if you are new here. Do not go anywhere, because right now the mall that I created last week will appear. Until the next time, keep that Sims party going for me, RJR Gaming, signing off.